Yo, real quick before we start, this is the Casual Nerds Podcast. We're two regular guys with big opinions, questionable research, and jokes that occasionally cross a line. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're just here to have a good time. So kick back, relax, and remember, if you take us too seriously, that's on you, nerd.
That's on you.
Oh man, my brother's been wilding with the Sora.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah, CJ puts me in a lot of very strange videos.
Yeah, also that they're interested in their wide range of ideas and thoughts.
Yeah,
but I'm constantly getting it's so much that I haven't opened the Sora app in a couple of days, and I feel like I've got like 7 to 12 push notifications of either being featured in a video or someone that I'm following posting a video.
Yeah,
it's a
I
lot.
try to get it. I try to get creative with it. I've been trying to get.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Trying to do more of like a steady flow to see if I can get clips that make somewhat sense that you could clip together and shit. And no real luck. Like close enough, but then it's like very off, or it doesn't do the next thing. It rehashes the thing you just put in. Yeah. And then it's like a split second of something new. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's not I don't think it's the model for that type. It's really more of a jokey type model. Like, the coolest thing about it is the cameos, and that's about it. Like the rest of it, like we mentioned last week, right? Like it's often it goofs up. It's not like it makes weird mistakes, or it doesn't make things look as accurate or as believable. And so for that type of work that you've been respectfully, I've seen some of the stuff and it's like, oh, that looks cool. But yeah, I could definitely see where it like starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
Where like VO3 from Google would probably be a much better for serious work.
Yeah, I think I understand their format, because they want it to be essentially it's a social media meme generator.
That's exactly
that's exactly what it is. And so it seems like everything,
it's like purposeful AI slop.
Right. And it's all the dumber the thing, the better it looks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And every time you try to get something serious out of it, it just it makes it silly as hell.
Yeah.
So I get that. Like we're gonna give everyone access to this. So let the safeguards be the fact that it's obviously AI.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've seen it so far. Is like, even when it has been like, hold up, is this? It's like, oh no, yeah, that's definitely fake.
Yeah, and they don't.
I have gotten some weird. I won't say weird, rather, but like surprising real links from people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think if they have said, is this real? Or if they've just been like, yo, that's crazy. And it would be like a video that I know was on Sora. Like it's one of the like popular ones, like, someone falling through the porch, or someone or a bear breaking through the window followed by a deer or whatever while someone's taking a shit. Like there's so many of those videos on Sora. But I still have gotten at least like 3 or 4 of them where I'm like, bro, do you really think that that's real? Like that doesn't even.
My favorite.
Doesn't even make sense.
Is the one we have a bunch of. I've noticed a lot of podcasters that I know have doing reaction videos to these Sora videos, right? And you know, some of them, one of them for sure, I know that he like makes it and then tries to make a funny reaction out of it, like, you know, because it's just so ridiculous and outlandish. Another one, not so sure. Not so sure that they're that you know they're that they know that it's AI. I'm not 100% sure. I would hope so. And then the best part is the boomers, like the actual old folks that are sharing and commenting on videos that are very obviously it's a politically driven video, very obviously not real, and they are commenting on it as if it were. Like, oh,
Again, I always wonder if these people are trolling or if they really are stupid.
When they're older, I'm just like, yeah, they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, very, very much possible, but also possible that they have a grandkid that put them on or something. I don't know.
Sure.
You never know. You never know. Basically, the lesson of 2025 is trust nothing.
Trust nothing. Trust no biatch.
Yeah. Well, great lessons.
Great. Yeah, it's a great lesson. Oh man.
Yeah. Fun times though. I will say though, a little bit more on the comedic side, and not always perfectly executed. But Swerve has been a little bit successful in getting like creating a bunch of different clips and then eventually putting them all together to some kind of a storyline. And I'm like, oh, now I see where he was going with that.
Yeah.
But not in any way as serious as what I've seen you try to post on there.
Yeah, he has been when we talked about it, he made it seem like, yo, this is a huge game changer, and I guess I didn't see it the same way he did. Where he's just like, I believe exactly that, like he's just trying to make content, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't really see it as that. I'm like, this looks way too silly for me to really try to come up with anything. So then I tried to see like, okay, well, let me get really descriptive with my prompts. Let me because I've seen some really cool ones that were obviously fake, but funny as hell. And, you know, and like, it looks real. And there's one person that I follow, and I think his name is like Cameoed. But here's the thing, right? He has a ton of followers on there. And he's doing it probably the best that I've seen. And the problem with his is, or what confuses me is like you look at his captions and it's literally like a sentence that probably has nothing to do with the video that I'm watching. So I've been wondering, like, can you change that? Like, can you change the caption?
I was thinking that the other day, right? Like I was going through some and I saw something very similar. And I was like, I bet you that you can change the caption before you post it, or maybe even after you post it. And that's why some of these captions just be like saying some cool shit and have nothing to do with the actual description. And then I realized how you could do that. And then I started doing it myself because I was like, well, people don't got to see what my descriptions are, what my prompts are.
Right. Okay. So you can do that. See, because I was wondering that. I just haven't gone into the
so it's stuff. Right when you get after you get the creation in your drafts folder, and it shows you the video, and then it has the edit video or post video button.
Sure.
Right above that is the text of your caption, and it technically says edit caption there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like a button. But if you tap in there, it just becomes a text field, and then you can change what it says and then hit post video.
That's interesting, because I always thought that the edit caption generates a new video
it's the button underneath it that says edit video. Then it shows you the whole caption again, and then you would have to, whenever you change it, it'll generate a new video. But the one, like the text field above it, it doesn't look like a text field, and it doesn't look like a button. It doesn't look editable at all. It's just like it's just showing you the caption, and there's text above it that says edit caption. If you tap there, then you can edit the text, make it whatever you want, and then you hit post video, and then it'll just post it with those words instead. Because I saw, I don't know if it was this cameoed guy or if it was someone else, but I saw one the other day that it was the most liked video that I think I've ever seen on Sora. It had like 12,000 hearts. And I was like, holy shit.
Well, Cameoed is huge. Like he gets all those likes. A lot of the videos that he puts out there end up becoming ones that just get ridiculously cameoed. Like they have a long thread of cameos, of the remixes. And I was just like, yo, I gotta crack this. I gotta, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't look at it.
That I saw, I think it was like the Return of the Chickens. Like they were at KFC, and then like a whole bunch of chickens started running into the into the KFC and clocking back, and then of course a bunch of people remixed it to make the chickens big, or et cetera, and then it turned into like children and all. People's remixes are always wild. But the first one that was like 15,000 likes or whatever, that one was just, it just looked like a normal cell phone video with somebody eating that KFC, and then like one chicken comes in, and then a whole bunch of freaking flocks of chicken come in and start taking over the restaurant. And that shit was funny as fuck. And it looked like, okay, it looked like one of those videos where you could be like, wait, is that real, or did that really happen, or is that
one that he did was the mosh pit of the wacky inflatable?
Okay, yeah.
Like he did that one, and then that that people remix that.
Yeah, they tore that up.
Yeah, they tore that one up. But I don't know. Yeah, I gotta try to figure out, like, because I've seen some of the descriptions that folks have made to make some good ones, and I really need to like look into it. Like it really breaks it down. Like
I've seen some that are super detailed.
Yeah, that like by the second, this is what's happening. Like, and then at this second is, and I'm just not that type of detail oriented person to really come up with. But I've been trying to like really generate some wild shit. And whenever I have time, whenever I'm not putting this shit together, I can't wait for the end of this week. This week needs to finish. Leading up to Halloween,
Yeah,
I got so much shit to put together. That's why I was just looking, because like I'm down to the wire, man. We got 3 days left. I need to make this kid's boots, and then this is just a test boot that I'm making, and it's 16 hours just to put his slipper in it, see how it fits, see if the other one slides in on, you know what I mean, and then actually print the shit. Print 2 of them. So it's been taking up my printers.
Yeah.
So
wow, that's a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours. But I've been I put in a lot of hours. I just found the spot on one of my printers that gave me the full breakdown of how many hours I have like printing shit. And just the K1 Max, the one that's just behind me, it's at 2,390 hours. So it's put in some work. And that one's been giving me some shit lately. So I probably gotta replace the print head and all that shit on it whenever I get some money. I might even, I don't know. It's like $350 to convert it to. They released a conversion for it to make it a multicolor. And it's like $300, and that replaces the print head, that replaces everything, and then allows you to do what this bigger one does. But it's more because it comes with a 4 color kit. So anyway, let's officially get this thing started. You want to clap real quick?
Hold on a second, real quick.
Bro, you got to stop reading articles while we're going.
Well, it's not an article, it was work email that came in.
Oh, even worse.
I know.
What the fuck?
Well, we're not recording, so it was pre-show.
You're the worst. How is it 10 o'clock at night, bro, and you're doing work? That's my fear with going salary, is that they're just going to expect me to respond to emails 24/7.
It's not something that is something I'm well, first off, some jobs are like that. My job is not like that. No one expects me to respond to anything. It's just I see something come in and it draws my attention and I read it, and the content of it is like, what the heck is that about? So I just want to see what that's about. I'm not responding to anything. I'm just looking into it.
Sure. Don't have your email up while you're podcasting, fucker. What are you having your emails up for? I know it's probably just a little badge that pops up.
No, it's not even that. It's just I just, distracted. I'm easily distracted multitasking on a computer. There's no such thing as lock this one window down and only pay attention to that one window. I can't help myself. There's like 7 apps open on my Mac right now, maybe 8.
All right, cool. You want to clap this in real quick?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You were gonna say, wait, clap it in first.
No, I was gonna say do the intro, and then I was like, no, do it now.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. Let me get that out because I'm still getting over this fucking sickness from last week.
Cool.
And here we go.
Did these guys do any research?
Who the hell do they think they are?
Welcome to Casual Nerds.
You're welcome to Casual Nerds, episode 272. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy on the other end. And as always,
Make sure you check it out, homie.
make sure you check us out. Make sure you tell your peoples to check us out. Leo, you already starting, bro. What we clapping? Clapping them cheeks.
Cheek.
Oh man, yeah. So my bad, y'all. Last week I was sick. I came down with the sickness, and I just was not up for recording. So we randomly just took the week off, and it's never a bad thing to take the week off. It's bad for y'all because y'all, I wish I had a button here, but.
No.
But I really needed that day. And I'm still feeling like the lingering effects of it. My whole house was damn near sick. The kids for sure. It's been a week. Still, yeah. It still is. But anyway, enough of that. We have a lot to talk about. Or do we? I don't know. A lot has happened, honestly, in the past couple of weeks, but we'll try to at least hit on a couple of the main things that are going around. Anything new on your end, Johnny?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I've just been working. Working hard.
I feel you.
Working hard.
I feel you, man. I've been same thing, man. Just working and trying to work on this costume for Xander, putting together his Minecraft stuff while still putting together my costume that I wanted to wear for Comic-Con, but couldn't put it all the way together by Comic-Con. So now it's just going to be Halloween. So I'm rushing to get all that together. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing way too much while I work from home. So Yeah, it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be a fun day.
Be a lot going on, non-work related.
No, I mean I'm gonna be multitasking because all it really is like for his costume, it's just a matter of gluing shit, putting shit together, and that's pretty much it. For mine, yeah, like I'll have to step away to spray paint something every now and again, but that's about it. It's just nothing too crazy.
All right.
And then Friday I took the day off to just really finish anything up that needs to be finished.
Nice.
Because it has
Me,
to.
I'm just wearing one of those giant dinosaur costumes.
Yeah, I feel that.
The air inflatable thing.
Yeah, I feel that. Those are so rough to do anything in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not something I'm actually looking forward to.
I wasn't really gonna do any, like I wouldn't be so pressured to finish mine. I thought it would look cool to finally have a somewhat finished Red Hood costume, since I had that mask for more than a year that I just printed and like I've been holding on to. But with the foam chest piece and everything, like it just looks dope and I want to finish it up.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I want to do it. But that's what I was gonna say. Like, I wasn't really gonna be pressured to do it, but then I got invited to a Halloween themed wine tour where we're jumping on a party bus to go do that and stuff.
Wow.
And it's like costumes are, it's an obligation. So I was like, all right,
Okay.
let me finish this up. That's the only real reason why I'm putting as much effort into it as I have been.
Not costume optional, costume obligated. Okay.
Yeah, you have to wear a costume to go. So
fun.
And if you know me, that means I have to have the best costume.
Of course.
No. It's gonna be at least cool that
Close
I
to.
made it. Yeah. I don't know what everybody else is gonna wear, but and I'm not that good yet to where my shit is just like, oh, I already know Wack's gonna have that shit. It's like, nah, this is my first time putting together this thing. So anyway, whatever.
It'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. All right. So in Hollywood news, let's start off with a little bit of casting. And it's a very interesting choice, not necessarily the folks, but the movie in general itself. Austin Butler and Michael B. Jordan are apparently in talks to star in Miami Vice. They're in the, in the last round of talks for this. And yeah, it's going to be a movie releasing in 2027, and apparently it's going to be based on the pilot of the original show, which means they're going to keep the 80s aesthetics and same type of action, but set in the 80s. Which is an interesting choice, right? Austin Butler and Michael B. Jordan, that could work. Them two. Under that, I could see that working.
I could see them looking like 80s dudes.
I could see that. I could just see it working. Like they're both pretty good actors. They're good actors. Now, what I don't truly understand is them like Hollywood in general, right? They have like this fascination with rehashing movies from like the 80s. And while it works out for some of them, right? Like Top Gun Maverick, because that one did well, they're trying to do that with everything, but there was something there that worked that has not worked. And they seem to forget that, the audience that would remember who the hell, what Miami Vice is, they're aging out, man. They're not trying to go to no theater to go watch Miami Vice, and nobody remembers the Colin Farrell, Jamie Foxx one.
I mean, nobody remembers it because it wasn't good.
Right? Exactly. Nobody gave. But
I think they're 80s and 90s rehash makes sense because we're still the generation that lived through that, are nostalgic for it, and have expendable dollars. Like the younger
Was that our
generation.
generation? Miami Vice? I've never seen an episode of Miami Vice, but I remember the clothes, the Ferrari. Like that's all I really know.
Yeah, I mean, we were younger, but it was definitely cool. Like it was the cool thing at our time. Like I wouldn't have. I've seen episodes of Miami Vice older, like as a teenager, and reruns. But when it was airing on television, I was probably still, watching like Family Matters. Like that was my TV, right? Like it was too serious of TV for me at the time that it came out. And it was, I mean, I don't even remember at what age I realized that it was called Miami Vice because they were on the Vice Squad and it had to do with busting drug gangs in Miami.
Yeah.
Like just for the longest time, I just thought it was a regular cop show about busting criminals. Never really like correlated that there was always an anti-drug unit thing going on.
Yeah.
I don't even remember at what age I learned what the Vice Squad was. So anyways, you know what I mean? Like it's so I would say not necessarily our time, but people our age, and obviously people a little older, but people our age we're still nostalgic for the 80s in a weird way because we were young during that time, and our older siblings and cousins and parents were like cool and hip during that time, right? And so we looked up to that genre. And then there's the 90s, which is like our actual teenage timeline, and I think that's you're gonna start seeing a lot more 90s rebirth stuff. I just caught the what was it called? Caught Stealing. That's what I speaking of Austin Butler.
How was that?
It was good. It was good. It was a little weirdly it was a little longer than I expected.
Sure.
But then when I looked at the time, it was actually only an hour and 40 minutes. So maybe it wasn't that long, but part of me feels like the streaming TV series world of, watching things in 45 to 55 minute segments, even though you might watch 3 of them in a row.
Sure.
It makes things feel shorter. and so when you watch a whole movie where the plot and you don't get to the end of that, what's happening until an hour and a half later, is just like just drags it out for me or whatever. But anyways,
sure.
Movie I thought was pretty good. It was set in the 90s, that's why I bring it up. So it's a 90s based movie. Everyone's dressed like the 90s New York. So everything's real New York, but New York in the 90s. I thought Austin Butler did a good job. I understand the nostalgia for it. I just don't think that Miami Vice,
I mean, if anybody
you
could
don't need more reboots, man. Just give me more original shit.
Yeah, but that's never gonna
original shit set in the 90s or the 80s. I'd be cool with it.
That's never gonna
happen, Sonny Crockett and Rico in a white Ferrari.
I didn't even know,
I guess,
bro. I said I didn't even know their actual the names of the characters. But
got a couple of years on you, so
yeah. I mean, I feel you. I don't know if it's necessary. I guess if there were 2 people that would bring a younger crowd to that and kind of make it would be Austin Butler and Michael B. Jordan, I guess. And they could make it really dope as long as they don't, just give it a good fucking script, I guess. If we're gonna
That's
do
the main
this,
thing.
yeah,
100%. That's the main thing. Like it doesn't matter how well, like you mentioned earlier, how good of actors they are. It doesn't matter if the script is whack and the story is buns.
Right.
Nobody's gonna see it.
We
It's
just
already
need,
hard enough to get people to the theater.
the ones that surprised me were always the sequels from ridiculously old like movies that that they're trying to rehash, but it was like very meta. They were making fun of those movies or something, like Starsky and Hutch, where it was a good remake because it wasn't taking itself seriously, and same with 21 Jump Street, right, where it was somewhat the same premise, but it was a comedy, and that was a thing for a little while. So I mean, I hope they don't do that. I think that there is somewhere, right, there's somewhere where they could possibly turn this into an awesome franchise, because like you said, at the end of the day, it's it's drug busting cops or whatever, that it's all about the style.
Could be heat.
It could be fire, but Hollywood has not been, especially like the bigger studios, they have not been producing like quality remakes like that. So I don't know. Let's see how well The Running Man does. I actually want to see that.
Yeah.
And apparently he was what's his name again? Who's starring in that?
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell. Apparently Glenn Powell was supposed to be up for role that Austin Butler took. And the rumor is that Glenn Powell was actually supposed to be taking that role, and Austin Butler got in the ear of Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, pulled his strings to get Austin Butler in there, because I mean it makes sense to me. I think that those two would actually like really make sense in this for whatever reason, better than Glenn Powell. I think.
The other thing too is we're old, right? So there's some nostalgia for us there,
sure,
and also recollection. But there's also like a brand new crop of people, who don't even know that Miami Vice existed in the 80s.
Sure.
Like that shit is old as fuck. And when it comes out, they would be like, what? This is a remake? I never even heard of Miami Vice before.
I know, man.
That's totally a possibility.
The whole world is fucking changing, bro. Jillian just told me that she was informed that this younger, and granted, I don't believe anyone in this younger generation. I think the source was somewhat wonky on that. But anyway, was told that their child told them that it is not disrespectful, but it's that this younger generation don't say thank you. That it's almost it's kind of like like disrespectful to say thank you. And I'm like, I don't know if that is true. Say what's an alternative for that she used? I'm trying to think. It's just like, oh yeah, you're good, no problem. Like that's more acceptable. It's like, what? Anyway, it was just to say like this world is just changing, and we're trying to we're just trying to keep up.
I heard something very interesting the other day, and I'll end it on this. But it was kind of about like just things that happened during our timelines, and technology in a little part. But basically, tech and trends that are happening when we're born just seem normal. Until we're about 20, and between 20 and 40, new technologies that are created seem like really cool and something that I need to add into my life and be a part of. And after 40, any new technologies that are created seem like the devil and something that shouldn't exist. But that trend has been happenings for thousands of years, right? For every generation, when you're born, you're like everything that we use a hammer to make wheels or whatever, and then someone comes up with an automatic hammer, and you're like, what the hell is this?
Rock?
Yeah, exactly. Like the newspaper, right? The printed press. Oh my God! Like now you can make multiple books. Well, why wouldn't people gather together to hear the stories? Now no one's gonna get together anymore. No one's gonna ever talk to each other because there's newspapers now that get delivered right to your house. Who the hell will ever? You know what I mean?
I am anti that, man. I think with new technology, and that's actually a good segue into another topic that I want to talk about. But with new technology that we have out here, you have to adapt, bro. Like that's the thing. You could be angry about it, sure, but I'll tell you one thing: when there is specific technology that is obviously world changing and it's introduced, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not going anywhere. So you need to start adapting to a world that, that uses this technology, understand it, and utilize it as the tool that it is. Or you're just going to be a part of that resistance, and then you're going to be forced to learn it in a crash course. 20 years from now, when all of this development has happened, and you're starting, you got to now try to understand what the fuck happened in 2021 or 2022 or whatever, and it's like, just don't be so combative on certain new things. Yeah, not every aspect of technology is going to be the best, or you can see these things and go, we should really like have some guardrails here. Yeah. But still, you got to learn it. You got to understand it. So the question that I have obviously is has to do with AI, right?
Okay.
And with AI in Hollywood, there have been some folks that are not many. There's more people that are not happy about it, but there are more and more folks who are starting to, or more folks that are higher up and like putting together studios that are kind of speaking positively about AI and like how I forgot who the gentleman was, but I was reading something about one filmmaker who was just like, you know what? It's like, you see this scene in this movie right here, you could have saved a bunch of money by not having over 100 folks in the background and just using AI to do that. You know what I mean? Which is a slippery slope, but you're hearing that more often is what I'm saying. So with there being a lot more talk about it, do you think this is something that just naturally came to me while I was thinking? We also see a trend, right, with social media where people turn on celebrities very quickly, right? They love someone one week and then they can't stand them once they're doing too much, right? Mm-hmm. And there's like this love-hate thing with celebrities. And I'm thinking it at least seems like there are more people that are like pushing towards I can't stand the whole thought of a celebrity. Do you think something like that will push more folks to actually when a fully AI generated movie comes out, that they would prefer that over some movie that is, generating celebrities and all of these rich folks and blah, blah, blah. Like, do you think that would be an excuse as to why AI would actually be successful in the near future?
I mean, I wouldn't say in the near future. I would say maybe 10, 15 years from now, when, like I was saying, like the current generation is the money spending generation. And to them, AI generated films and actors and videos is just normal. But for people now, and even Gen Z, I think there's a lot of pushback against AI generated stuff in general. I mean, there's a lot of Gen Z who is, for lack of a better term, woke. Just trying to think of what the right phrasing is around it, right? But they're just like apprehensive to AI because of, oh, it's thievery and, you know, AI slop and, oh, that's
Sure.
crap and AI sucks. Like you see that a lot on comments for AI posted videos and stuff where people will be like, oh, AI sucks. Like that's their whole comment, or man, I hate AI. And some of them are older people, but some of them are in, a lot of them I think are in this Gen Z timeline. They're kind of split, right? You have the Gen Z MAGA folks that are like, I don't give a fuck about anything. I just want to live a good life and, you know, let me have fun doing it.
Yeah, but then you
nobody to stop me. But
and
then
then you
there's the
sprinkle
people that
in
are like depressed about all things.
But then you sprinkle in these scandals that celebrities have been coming out with, and like it's these people are human.
I don't necessarily like you mentioned like people get switched from like loving someone and then all of a sudden they hate them when they get too much hype. I don't know. I don't know that it's the same people that happens with. I think it's like from a mass perspective, a bunch of people like, and then all of a sudden when they get too hype, a bunch more people show up and they start like hating on that person because of maybe a scandal or because of something that they said that they didn't like, and they drown out the people that were the supporters.
Sure.
That did like them at first. And then I'm sure some of them do, switch over and but I think it's usually like hate is easy to latch onto versus like. It's much easier to hate something than to love it or like it and promote it. So they always have a louder voice. I mean, I would say, you see it, right? So when we were talking about timeline and why I pushed against the near future thing, you see it right now with this Tilly Norwood thing, right? You heard of her, right?
Yeah.
And there's a ton of pushback against that. They're still moving forward with it. They're still promoting her. I believe at least one, if not multiple agencies are trying to sign it or the company that it produces.
I've heard
this
it
actor
doing interviews and shit too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so it's like, will that eventually be accepted? I don't know. I guess we would have to see the first project that they
get signed
AI
movie
onto.
Because word around town, word in Hollywood saying that it's going to be, we're going to see a fully developed AI movie within the next 2 years.
I mean, sure. Yes. The same way we had the first movie filmed on an iPhone 10 years ago, but it was crap, right? Like, and nobody really saw it. So yeah, someone will make a fully, if someone already hasn't, but from a studio quality budget level, someone will make a fully AI rendered generated film in the next 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 years.
And you don't think
it will suck. It won't be great.
Sure.
But in 10 years, it will be indistinguishable. I think.
Well, I'm not talking about the quality. I'm talking about like, will you go see it? Because here's
because it would suck.
Well, here's the thing. It might not suck. You don't know that.
I mean, in 2 years, based on the trajectory of the technology thus far, I don't see it being so advancing so much that a full length feature film can be put together.
We've seen a lot of movies that have been put out there, right, with real actors, but the CGI is terrible, and it pulls in numbers. There's no difference between that.
Yeah,
like,
there is.
Terrible CGI is about this is the same thing. Like, you're gonna see something, you're gonna be like, oh, that was definitely AI. You know what I mean?
You're talking about an entire movie where nothing is real.
Yeah.
Again, if it's indistinguishable from reality, but No, I mean I'm not the dude that watches a movie like the original Green Lantern and enjoys that. Like I watched that and I'm like, this is crap, and it wasn't an enjoyable movie. I'm pretty sure I didn't go to the theater to see it. Maybe I did. I can't remember.
I probably.
But like movies, even movies that have come out in the last few years that still have bad CGI. I'm like, nah, I don't want to see that. And maybe I'll watch it on Plex, but to spend money and go to the theater, it's unlikely for me.
The whole thing, when it comes down to it, is, I mean, if it pulls in numbers, that's just gonna that's gonna drive them to just make more.
Of course,
you know,
if it pulls in numbers,
it is gonna
pull. That's where Hollywood follows is the dollars. So
people are gonna hear this is the first fully AI movie, and that whole generation, that whole Gen Z is gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go.
That's where I think we differ. I think there's a Gen Z crowd that will fight against that. You say the whole Gen Z crowd is going to be like, oh,
I was about to say, because there are two sides to Gen Z. We have the Gen Z
say there's many sides to Gen Z.
Sure, but really, what it comes down to
fluid. Is the whole Gen Z is fluid.
Yeah, there's two sides to Gen Z, right? There is the ones that are the quote unquote, and I hate using the term woke, but that's the liberal side,
right?
Where they're fighting that type of thing, and then we have the trolls, bro. There's a whole.
That's what I was saying.
The whole Gen Z troll culture, bro, where nothing is taken seriously, none.
Sure.
And they would champion shit like that.
I don't know how large that group is compared to the other. That's what we would need to see.
It's pretty fucking large.
I mean. Again, we don't know that. There's no dollars behind that. All we know is internet stuff that's been posted online that could be reposted by the same person on 7 different accounts. There's no dollars behind that. We need to see them actually support something like that just for the lulz.
Watch this first AI movie be like the first. It's gonna be like Barbenheimer, where everybody's just it's gonna blow up for no fucking reason, just because it's the first AI movie.
But Barbenheimer was like 2 dope movies that both won Oscars. I don't think that's a fair comparison.
It is a fair comparison because the only real reason why, yes, they were both good movies, but the only real reason it did numbers like that was because of it was a big online campaign to blow it up.
It was an online campaign to watch both movies together.
Yes.
I don't know how many people actually did.
All right.
I don't know if that's quantified.
Sure. We'll see. But, and when that shit makes numbers, when that AI, that first AI movie, no matter how much it sucks, because I agree, it's probably gonna suck. And I don't think it matters. This new generation also, quality doesn't matter to them. The music,
it doesn't.
Now sucks. Most everything sucks now, and they love it. They're eating it up.
Old man shaking fist at the sky. Sounds like.
That's exactly what it is.
I mean, you're right. Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy's is not an amazing movie at all, and it did pretty damn well. It's got a sequel coming out. It's based off of a stupid Roblox game. It very well could sell to that crowd.
I'm gonna take my kids to watch the shit.
If they beg you, probably, and I probably will be forced to do the same. Well, I won't. When you say, will you go watch it? No, I won't. Unless I have to sit through it with my children because it's a kid's movie or something.
Sure. I mean, all of those are.
Maybe it will be. Maybe it will end up being a kid's movie, and that's how they get away with it.
That's how they get away with it. None of the voices are real.
And would they advertise it as such? Do you think that they would lean heavily into the first generated AI movie, or would they not even talk about it at all? And then we find out, oh my God, did you know that this movie was fully generated on AI?
No, I think it's going to be more of that. I think it's going to be more of the, it's just going to be the talk of Hollywood where, you know, it's just gonna come out like, oh, this is that AI movie. Oh, that's that AI movie, and then that's just gonna be the thing. Social media now, there are no secrets with social media now. Like you can't go watch a movie and be surprised anymore, unless it's like that under the radar. You know what I mean? Like a fucking movie that nobody really watches. But like Spider-Man, I feel like I've heard everything there is to hear about this new Spider-Man. There's so much shit that I've heard about, like Doomsday. There's just no surprise. Like I get heated with my siblings in the group chat because they just nonchalantly say, "Oh, did you hear this?" This is like, bro, I didn't want to hear that, but I guess I did. Now, you know, and they don't care.
Thankfully, I don't have those friends in my life.
Right? Yeah,
I don't know anything about this new Spider-Man.
I threatened to cut them off.
Yeah, I don't know any of the things that you have been made aware of.
You're just gonna hear a walk has left this chat.
Yeah,
they're like, damn, it's not that serious. It is to me. I don't want. I try to enjoy and be in the moment with this fucking movie. I don't want to be like, oh, yup, you see, confirmed.
Right.
Fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway, all right. So let's see, what do we have? Taylor Sheridan has parted ways with Paramount and has struck a new film and TV deal at NBC Universal. For those of you who don't know, Taylor Sheridan is the creator of Yellowstone, as well as a lot of other shows. Pretty much it's carrying Paramount, right? He's carrying Paramount.
Feels like it, yeah.
Right.
Paramount Plus, that is.
Paramount Plus, correct. So yeah, he's all of his shows. This is planning to take hold until 2029 when his current deal with Paramount Plus ends. So we have
a long time from now.
It's 3 years. We have 3 years of the current content that we have, but Mayor of Easttown is going to have to end within 3 years. So is, all of the other shows.
Mayor of Easttown is his show?
No, I'm sorry. Mayor of Kingstown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mayor of Kingstown.
Mayor of Kingstown. I don't think they got 3 years.
Lioness. We have Landman. A lot of these shows, I guess, don't really have 3 years in them. But
no, I think
you really think about it, though, some of these shows don't release for 2 years.
That's what I was gonna say. I could see Lioness and Landman for sure wrapping up in that timeline. The other ones he might bring with him, like the Yellowstone extensions, 1923, and those. If he continues those storylines, I don't know what his plans are.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's the thing. Is like, are those storylines continuing? On another platform?
I guess it depends where the.
Yeah,
he's always been a weird rights guy. I think I mentioned it in the group chat, right? Like, oh, this makes sense because he has a relationship with NBC Universal. Sure. Because of like the streaming deal that he signed with them before streaming became popular. Or maybe it was before Paramount Plus was, because it was like CBS All Access. Before it was Paramount Plus. So before they changed to Paramount Plus, he signed the deal with Peacock, and that's why all the shows show up on Peacock first, and then you have to wait until the whole season is done airing on television on Paramount, and then I think like the following 6 months later, it'll show up on Paramount Plus or something like that.
Sure.
I don't know. Streaming rights are always.
Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. The biggest thing that I guess came from this news was, or reasoning possibly why this happened, was the changing of the executives with the Skydance Paramount merger. Here's the little snippet here that I wrote down. But it says the Skydance Paramount merger came with top executive changes too, including the departure of Paramount Global co-CEO Chris McCarthy, who was directly involved in the Taylor Sheridan business. The previous regime was known for giving Sheridan a lot of leeway with budgets and control over production, with costs running high and shows often filmed on Sheridan's ranches. In partnership with Glasser, who also is one of his collaborators, who was also jumped ship and went to NBC Universal. Sheridan earlier this year launched a new studio facility in Texas. So I guess the old CEO gave him a lot of a lot of power, man, to create the things that he wants.
I mean, he was the major drawer for the network and the streaming service. This dude from Skydance, Doug Ellison, apparently thinks he got better people behind it. I don't know. I mean, he's the same dude that wants to buy HBO and Warner Brothers, so maybe he's even thinking about just shuttering Paramount Plus. That could possibly be an idea.
Yeah, I heard that got turned down, or they've been turned down like 3+ times.
They've been turned down, but then WB Discovery did announce, I think this week or last week, that they were officially putting themselves up for sale and entertaining offers. So maybe Skydance came in thinking, oh, we're going to come in for the low.
Yeah.
When you're not even selling yourself and make you an offer. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, if Skydance is willing to pay this much, let's just put ourselves up for sale and see what we get from the others. So basically, yeah, there is a future. There is a potential future, rather, an alternate timeline, or maybe this timeline, where Disney acquires Warner Brothers and DC and Marvel are under the same studio regime.
Mm-hmm.
That is totally a possibility that could happen.
Totally.
Which would be fucking weird.
Yeah. Also, Apple, I heard, was very interested in purchasing WB.
I've heard that, but I don't believe that. It's one of those things where it's like
you're trying to raise up the value, you know?
Yeah, it's one of those things where like they gotta throw their hat in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they would ever win anything like that.
Sure.
Not because they're not willing to pay enough for it, but because their demands are always so weird. I don't know that they'll ever get those really big wins like that. Everything that they do win big is always like very niche.
Sure.
You know, one of the things that I noticed recently too, that I guess it never just caught on.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Apple was doing, every time they release a new movie or film or TV show, they would release a whole bunch of other like other projects that this person has been in, and then you could stream them for free on Apple TV.
Yeah, they haven't been doing
formerly
that.
Apple TV Plus. I haven't seen them do that anymore. Like, see what else they're in or whatever. I thought that was like their answer to not having a back catalog, but I guess because it was short term and limited, like you had to be interested in that specific film to actually stream it. I don't know. I noticed that the other day. I was like, whatever happened to that project?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't. Warner Brothers is a big name. Like, I feel like MGM might have been one that they could have won, and when they lost that, I was like, I don't think they're ever getting a big name like that again.
We can only see. I don't know. I think Apple is starting to take themselves a little bit more seriously in the side of Hollywood and film, so it's a possibility. I mean, I wouldn't completely rule it out. Is it unlikely? No. Sure. But you know, picking that up and I think mainly for like what's going on with DC and just catching kind of what's going on there. Which that's another good question is it's a rumor that obviously it's going to be a rumor that with WB possibly being sold, that DC they're going to be looking to get rid of James Gunn and they're going to start over. But for me, I think that that's not a smart idea to, this franchise is doing well. That this is why I don't believe, like, even if they sell it, that's what's going to happen. The franchise is doing well as of now, starting over. To start over again and start from scratch, I think would just be shooting themselves in the foot. I don't see that happening. I don't see James Gunn stepping down. David Zaslav. I think he's anything that any deals that they make, I think Zaslav has some connections where he's gonna make sure that they're good.
Yeah, I don't know. People complained that Superman was too woke and that the DC universe is getting too woke.
Yeah.
And you have MAGA CEO. Totally possible that he's wants to dump James Gunn just because of that, or maybe doesn't just straight up come in. Who?
Zaslav and Gunn.
No, Zaslav would be gone if Ellison dude comes in and buys it out.
Oh, Ellison is woke.
Zaslav is the current
yeah, and he's a big
CEO
he's a big
of Discover.
MAGA dude.
He's a big what dude?
MAGA.
Yeah. And but a bigger MAGA dude is Doug Ellison, the CEO of Skydance Paramount.
Mm.
His dad is Larry Ellison, the CEO of Oracle, who is like one of Trump's inner circles.
Okay.
So
somehow that's what I meant more, like that that Zaslav being that connection would actually be in their benefit because he's a Trumper. Mm-hmm. And the new head is obviously a Trumper. I think that's what the whole thing of Superman being woke is so stupid because that's the fucking character. That's how.
I mean, you're talking logic, man.
Yeah, that's the
These
character.
people are illogical.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. I mean, it seems ridiculous to get rid of someone who's cooking like James Gunn.
Right.
He's cooking on all cylinders. He's dropping prime content. People are not upset to the point of not spending dollars. I wouldn't consider any of these movies that he's released thus far or TV shows a flop or failure. But who the fuck knows, man? People, the world is so crazy.
Yeah, I just I think it would just back to my point on even bringing this up. I just think it would not be a smart idea to get rid of the person that they put in charge of making a coherent DCU. The first few things that have come from him being on there have been all positive, all bringing in numbers that are on the rise. It may not be the biggest numbers that they project, that they put out, but definitely everything looks promising. Everything is projecting upward. To then scrap all of that and start fresh with a whole new DC universe and and put it in the hands of some other fucking jack off that's just gonna ruin it. It's I don't know. I just don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it would be a smart move for whoever buys WB to just get rid of James Gunn and scrap whatever he's doing. If it was,
definitely don't think so.
Yeah, if it was the Snyderverse, if the Snyderverse was still going, I'd be cheering this on. You know what I mean? I'd be hoping for that shit to happen.
Right.
Anyway, speaking of Snyderverse and shitty movies, I just thought this was very interesting. So Jared Leto, why do I always introduce Jared Leto movies with like Jared Leto news with like speaking of shittiness? Because I don't dislike Jared Leto as an actor. I think he's pretty good. But I thought it was pretty funny
getting handed shitty scripts
and taking them. Like, dude, I get it, man. You're just trying to you're trying to catch that franchise that just like, and you want to be the lead, but I think he fucked himself over out of ever being a lead, man. Like just be that supporting, like that's where you live, bro. That's, you know what I mean? Like there are a lot of amazing actors that are just supporting actors, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's where you live, bro. Like honestly.
Yeah.
I think his name is now a repellent to audiences. He needs to fall back for a little while.
Ouch.
It's the truth, though. I think it started with the Joker. The Joker fucked him over.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah, the Joker fucked him over. After the Joker, everything that he's done has gotten like at least everything that's mainstream, because like everything that he's done that was like smaller films where he was a supporting actor, he shines. But like that Morbius, like bomb. The Joker, he's the worst Joker. And now he tried to take on Tron, and Tron was never money grab type of movie. Like I feel like every single one of them has bombed and become cult classics. That's not what you're looking for. Granted, this one looked the best. Like I thought it looked very interesting. Did it force me to go watch this movie in a theater? No, it did not.
No.
Anyway,
that's a tough request.
So he popped into and surprised an audience in LA, and the theater was slightly empty.
Slightly?
Let me see if I can pull it up. I have the link here, but it's a social media one. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was like 3 people in it, but also it wasn't something where you would be happy to pop out. Let's see.
They didn't like check that before he walked in.
I mean, he was already there. What are they gonna do? It's like, yo, the audience is
maybe don't go inside.
Yeah, I'd have the staff all sitting in the, in the theater.
For real.
We're all gonna take a break. Go into the theater. Hurry up. That's probably what they did, actually. Now that if you really want to talk about it. All right, yeah. So it's an Instagram post right here. All right, let me swipe.
Are you ready? How you doing, San Francisco?
Oh shit!
Say hello and say thank you so much for coming to. This is very few people in the world have seen this movie. I'm telling you, you're some of the first, and thank you so much for being here tonight.
Very few people in the world have seen this movie. And very few people are in this audience right now.
You know, I saw the movie in the theater when I was.
All right, yeah, we didn't got to do all that, but yeah, it was not. It was not a sold out show. Rough. Yeah, it was not a sold out show, and that was a big. Granted, that was probably one of the bigger theaters in that place. Probably he should have went to a smaller one.
It seemed like an IMAX theater.
Yeah.
It seemed like just a regular IMAX showing.
Poor Jared.
And it was empty.
Yeah, poor Jared Leto. He can't
Tough.
catch a break, bro.
That's tough.
And I actually do like Jared Leto as an actor.
I think he is a good actor. I just think he keeps on choosing bad roles, or
I agree.
he needs to stop listening to his agent. One of the two.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to take on. He's trying to become an A-list like draw. Like he wants to be the main actor. That
I mean, he's the main singer in his band.
Yeah,
right. Like he, I guess, wants to continue that.
Yep.
In the Hollywood world. I don't know, what was he? Was he an actor first or a singer first, or was it just same time?
He was an actor first.
Yeah.
I
just remember being like, "Oh, wait a minute! The lead singer for 30 Seconds to Mars."
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't realize the lead singer to 30 Seconds to Mars was Jared Leto.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. I think I was gonna bring this up, but I mean it's nothing crazy. But they asked Timothy Chalamet. Some folks have the opinion that Timothy Chalamet would be a good Batman for the DCU. I disagree. And they asked him, and he says, if the script was great, if the director is great, I have to consider it. I hate when they ask these actors, it's like, you mean you take some steady work? Yeah, I'd consider that. You know, but no, Timothy Chalamet would not be a good Batman in the DCU unless they do Batman Beyond. I think Timothy Chalamet would be a good Terry.
Yeah,
that young Batman that's learning futuristic, you know what I mean? Like, because he's always been teenage kind of looking, slender, not really a big Batman, relies more on technology, is what Batman Beyond is. But the way that they showed Batman in Creature Commandos, no,
definitely not just Batman.
Yeah,
I could see it like you. I mean, I guess I could see him as a Terry Batman Beyond, but I still think he's too small.
Yeah, and that's why I think that he'd be good as you know, Batman Beyond, because Batman Beyond was small. You know, he was
short.
No, like just I mean, yeah, like a
not
slender.
Big, but he's also really short. That's the thing that's what I find.
Movie magic.
That's true.
Yeah. How tall is Batman Beyond? Is there even that kind of thing?
I don't know that it's like officially in lore, but he seemed like he was a pretty tallish.
5'10".
5'10" is
the
official height of Batman Beyond.
Yep. Timothy Chalamet is 5'10".
Well, there you go.
Ha! Look at that. Anyway, Johnny, I got to take my wins where I get them.
It's a casual nerd show.
It's a casual nerd show. That's all I have. That's all I have for news this week. What are you fucking with anything new?
Mayor of Kingstown season 4.
Yes.
I
so
definitely
far so good. It was a good episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Got me hyped. I had to watch a recap again to remember what the hell happened. And I think I watched ended up watching like the last 20 minutes of the last episode again to make sure I understood what the hell happened in the last season. Even though it hasn't been that long, there's too many things have happened in between.
Yeah, we watched so many.
Yeah.
I can never catch. I watched the recaps and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, all right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
but that I've caught up on. Have I fully caught up on Task? I think I might be one episode behind. I'm up to like episode 6 on Task, and I'm watching a Netflix British show, The Stranger.
The Stranger. Did I watch that? Is
It's
that
a
new?
Harlan Corbin show. No, I think it's a 2024. It came out, maybe
Okay.
older. It's a Harlan Corbin show. If you're not familiar, I've liked a couple of them on Netflix before. They're not necessarily whodunits always. They're
Mhm.
just kind of like, at least this one for sure is not a whodunit. It's more of a, what is going on? Like how does who are these people type thing? So quick plot. A woman walks up to a dude in a at the coffee shop,
Mhm.
and tells him that he doesn't know his wife truly, because she's been lying to him. Remember when she told you that she was pregnant a few years ago and that she lost the baby? That whole pregnancy was fake. She had fake bumps that she was buying, and she never even was pregnant. So when she said that she lost the baby and had a miscarriage, even that was a lie. And if you don't believe me, look up this transaction in your credit card statements from 5 years ago.
Interesting.
And then the dude is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you even tell me this? And she's like, so that you know she's a liar and you can't trust her. And that's where it kind of like goes into him trying to like, do I bother researching this and looking into this and what's going on? And
Sounds
now he's
very
questioning. And I think the chick even said, and the two boys, I don't even know if they're yours. You might want to get a DNA test and make sure that they are your kids.
sure.
And then now it's like, well, what is actually going on, and why would someone fake a pregnancy? And as you get deeper into the episode, it gets even more like, well, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Are people spies? Are people part of an experiment? Are people like, what is this a government thing? Like, what's happening? I don't know. I'm still so fucking lost, but it's interesting. And I like Netflix British shows. They're usually pretty good.
Yeah, I have to take a look at that. I started. I saw the first episode of Mayor of Kingstown. I saw half of the first episode of Welcome to Derry. Only because Xander, my kids, man, they will have nightmares, so I had to like shut it off.
Yeah, I heard that first
And
episode
so far, so
ends
good.
with a fucking banger.
Yeah, I gotta finish watching that. I started the first season of Wild Horses, just to give that a shot.
So-
Not Wild
Slow Horses.
Slow Horses. My bad.
Yes.
Slow Horses on Apple.
Yes. You like I said, you gotta fight through the first season.
No. I honestly
But it
started
lays the
watching
groundwork. It lays
Yeah,
the groundwork.
my boy from work keeps telling me, bro, you need to watch Slow Horses. Like, it's so good.
It's a really good show.
And you kept telling me the same shit. So I made it through the first 3 episodes. And honestly, after watching the first 3 episodes, I was like, why the fuck did I stop watching this? Like, this is actually pretty interesting. Like, I'm into it. So I'm gonna do that on my own time. So it may be a slow burn for me, like where I'm gonna get through it slower than usual, but whatever.
You got plenty of seasons to watch.
Right, 5 of them. And I saw The Perfect Neighbor. Have you seen that?
Ooh,
on Netflix?
No.
So it's a documentary.
Wait a minute.
What makes it interesting?
I think I might have seen the trailer. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a documentary about a murder in 2022 that took place in this neighborhood. But what makes it and it's very sad thing where this it's about a woman who she was complaining about the kids in the neighborhood. Every day she would call the cops. Every day she would call the cops and to complain about these neighbors, blah blah blah. Kid left something near her house, told his mother goes, knocks on the door. She just starts bucking through the door, kills
Oh
kills
shit.
the kid's mom. Like this was a real story in 2022. So this is the documentary based on that event. But what makes it interesting is the whole documentary. There's no dialogue. Everything is through body cam footage and ring camera footage. The entire thing plays out in that footage. So it makes it very interesting in the fact that, like you get the entire story.
There's no narration.
With no narration, all through just body cam and ring camera footage.
It's kind of like a well-edited YouTube video.
Correct. Yeah. And it's nuts, man. This lady is crazy. And it's an hour and a half. It's just one episode.
Wow.
Very, very wild.
I do like a good one episode documentary.
Yeah,
It's been a long time since I've seen one of those.
Yeah. One and done. Boom.
Yeah.
See,
actually, no. The poop ship was one and done.
Which one?
The poop cruise.
Oh, the poop cruise. Yeah.
The poop cruise. I'm pretty sure was one and done. Maybe it was two. I'm pretty sure it was one and done. But yeah. Oh, that's dope, Leo. You got to. I'm taking it that your comment means that you endorse.
Yeah, it was it's a very interesting. I thought it was a very just it's very sad, bro. Like especially because of the way that they
show it.
Because of the way that they show it, it's it's just more it's more heartfelt. Like you feel for everybody involved. It's like
I think this woman's in jail, right?
Wifey was she is. But wifey was, but you were gonna think she was gonna get away with it. Like it's, wifey was just crying, like like it was just very, very, very sad. But yeah, I recommend it. It's good. Well shot, very well shot. But just know that you're gonna be fighting back some tears if you watch this. But yeah, you've been warned. He said yes. Once my kid went to bed, grabbed some ice cream and locked in. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it. And you only have one kid, so that's already a plus on that happening. When you have two, man, it's at any point somebody might wake up. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have. You have anything else to add to this stellar conversation, sir?
Stellar conversation. No.
Conversation.
Thanks for listening.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. As always, what is it that I normally say? It's been a couple of weeks. You fuck with us.
Rate, review, subscribe.
Remember to rate, review, subscribe wherever it is that you listen to your podcasts. If you want to watch us live every Tuesday night, if we make any changes on that, we'll let you know. Every Tuesday night we go live on YouTube as well as Twitch. So if you want to do that and join in on the commentary, please do so. Other than that, we love you. Peace.